back to the channel. Remember me? Apologies for the massive gap between videos. July the 20th, I think episode 17 came out. I'm recording this on the 11th of September. Not good at all. So yeah, massive apologies for that. A lot of things really. Summer holidays, kids off school, so it's just been a madhouse for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. We've had holiday, we've had family staying, we've been away. It's just one of those things. Unfortunately, it's not an excuse. It's a poor excuse anyway. So yeah, apologies for that. I've been desperately trying to get back into it. But it's easy to find a reason not to when you've got out of the rhythm. So hopefully some of you are still out there. We are still with our Huddersfield Town series. I'm aware now that the new game has been announced. Everything is gearing up to FM19. So the plan is to just finish this series with Huddersfield Town to hopefully finish FM18 with a promotion. I am still playing my Director of Football challenge save with Barcelona. So the plan also will be, I haven't finished a season since ending that series. We're doing all right though. We are getting towards the business end of a season. So I'm hoping to do one more video in that series as well to bring a curtain down on FM18. FM19 I am looking forward to. It's just one of those things where I've got to try and get it in my head, in my mindset that I've got to get some sort of schedule pinned down for recording, for editing, for uploading, for bringing videos to you guys. I've got a lot of ideas that I want to do, a lot of little series that I want to do. I might try one or two of them out on FM18 if I get a chance, but more on that as we go forward. So yeah, we've had the last video, episode 17, was the Bournemouth game, wasn't it, in the FA Cup. A 2-2 draw at the John Smiths meant we had to go down to the South Coast in midweek to try and get through to the next round. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a look at the schedule and see how things have been going. And the one thing I do remember is that performance on the South Coast from us was absolutely phenomenal. So here we go. The first game after the Bournemouth first match was a 1-0 win at Portman Road against Ipswich when Amin Younis scored 6 minutes from time. Former Huddersfield player Emir Hughes was sent off for Ipswich before half time, but it took us until the 84th minute to get the goal that got us the win. And then the performance of both seasons of this save down at Dean Court, the Cherry Rare, whatever it's called. Absolutely brilliant performance against Bournemouth. Ashley Fletcher scored his first goal for the club 2 minutes from time. It was a stunning performance. If I bring it up, just look at this. We were the away team against a good Premier League team. They're a top 10 Premier League team, as we know, and we outplayed them from minute one. Look how we had 57% possession, 16 shots, 10 on target. We were absolutely superb in this match, and it was one of those where it got to the 85th, 86th minutes, and you just think it's going to go to extra time and we're going to blow it, we're going to throw it away. And up popped Ashley Fletcher with a cool, if you like, finish from an assist from Ayosi Perez. The two substitutes combining to get us a brilliant win. But as you've probably already seen, it didn't really last much longer than that. So we've had a couple of really disappointing games in the Championship. You can see at the top we are still top, but we've gone a couple of games without scoring now. A 0-0 draw at home to Wolves, which was extremely frustrating. It wasn't a great game, and we just couldn't. We were slightly better possession-wise. We were definitely better, but we didn't do a lot with it, and we just couldn't. We couldn't break through. We couldn't find a way through. And then away at Norwich, we lost 1-0 with a 35th minute goal from Nelson Oliveira, and we were rubbish. It was a very much a deserved defeat. And then we went away to Reading in the fourth round of the FA Cup, and disappointingly, we did lose. James Wilson scored for us, put us in front, but 2 goals late on saw Reading through. And you've got to say, in the balance of play, looking at the stats, a deserved victory for them. So today we take on Nottingham Forest, legendary club from history, of course, double European Cup winners. They got promoted, didn't they, and went straight on and won the league and then won the European Cups. something you'll never see happen again. You'll struggle to even see that in FM these days. But you can see we are top, and we are 4 points clear of second place Brighton. We are 9 points clear of the playoff pack. We are 13 points clear of Preston, who are just outside the playoffs at the moment. And with 31 games gone, with just 15 games to go, it is really starting to look like we are going to get an immediate return to the Premier League. Nottingham Forest, you can see, are way down there in 21st position with just 7 wins all season. On paper, it should be a win, but we're a bit out of sorts at the minute. We haven't scored in a couple of games now in the Championship. We've just lost to Reading as well as a fellow Championship club in the Cup. So it's going to be a test today, but one that I think we can come through. But we do have 1 or 2 injury problems. If we go to the medical centre, you can see down here we've got Stipe Perica, who is out for 2 to 4 weeks, got injured in the game just gone, and Aaron Moy is having the worst season ever. It is unreal. He's only made 7 appearances for us this season. It's just been a nightmare for him. He broke his ankle, of course, playing for Australia against England. He was out for 4 months. He came back and then got a twisted ankle in training and was out for 3 weeks. He then got an injury in a match against Turkmenistan and was only out for a week or so. But his current injury, again on international duty. Look at this. All his injuries have either been in training or playing for Australia, and it's so frustrating. He's had such a disrupted season. One thing it has meant, of course, is that he's still at the club, which I wasn't expecting, but he's not playing, so he's kind of not really at the club, is he? So we're playing James Wilson up front at the minute because of Stipe Perica's injury. Lauren Depatra's contract is running out, so I'm kind of not really playing him, because if I was going to go into another season with this, I would probably let him go. We've also got Ryan Fredericks and Chris Lerver suspended for today's game. So if we head in straight away and have a quick look at the lineup, and we'll get into the match. So we're going to have Daniel Oye Fernandez in goal, Joe Riley, Roshan Williams, Thomas Callas and Jose Matos at the back. And then it's Ruiz de Galarreta and Matty James in midfield, with Fidel, Ayosi Perez, Alex Pritchard and James Wilson up top. Let's hope we can get a win. It's been so long since we've recorded. We deserve a win. Forest come into this game with a 4-4-2 formation. They also come in on the back of 2 wins and 2 draws in the last 4 games, although the 2 draws have been their most recent 2 games. So 2 games without a win, if you want to look at it that way. We've calmly said, get out there and win the match. And we've gone through and said we have faith in everyone. So let's get to this. I desperately want a win for my return to YouTube. Managers shaking hands. I didn't even check who the Nottingham Forest manager was. That's a bit poor, isn't it? So we get underway. James Wilson kicks off with a rather suicide pass, wasn't it, backwards there? And it's absolutely hammering it down. It is February in Huddersfield, so it's no real surprise that it's hammering it down, to be honest. But let's hope we give the fans something to jump up, something to cheer about. We need to channel that performance from Bournemouth. I wish I'd done the replay on camera because it was unbelievable. It seriously was the best performance we have had in the season and a half that we've done with Huddersfield Town. It was absolutely fantastic. We'll have the latest events up as we go. I'm so out of practice with this. So yeah, hopefully we can get a good win here, a morale boosting win. We haven't scored for 2 games in the Championship, as I said earlier. We don't have any new players to tell you about, I don't think, since the last video. So here we go. Matty James into the area, gets a shot away, good save. Fidel pulls it back across, cleared away. Can we keep it alive? De Galarreta to Matty James. Back to De Galarreta. Back to Matty James. There are 9 other players on your team, you know. Cummings going to bring it away, though. He's got a lot of Huddersfield Town players around him, and it goes out for a throw. Darikwa with the throw-in. Slattery forward for Cash. Oh, we've closed him down well, though. Here we go, James Wilson. Matty James. Ayosi Perez. No one making a run for him. It's really, really mass ranks of defence for Forest here, but here's Perez. Pritchard into Matty James. Oh, and James Wilson is in. And James Wilson scores for Huddersfield. It's a brilliant goal. It's a lovely finish from the top scorer in the Championship. I think that's just his second league goal for us. He did score in the FA Cup defeat to Reading. I think his other goal was a penalty, his first league goal. But there is his first league goal from open play. Alex Pritchard lines up a free kick and it's off target. We are just going to smash out a little encourage shout. So we've got another game going on at the minute. Bristol City beating Shrewsbury. That's the only other game with a goal in it at the moment. Let's have a look at the league table if we can bring it up before I highlight. So Wolves are up above Reading at the minute. Reading aren't playing. At the moment, if Brighton don't win, we are building up a significant lead, aren't we? But here are Nottingham Forest, seeing if they can get back into the game. Long searching ball forward. Roshan Williams didn't deal with it, and Cummings with the long range shot, and it's way, way wide. Pritchard with the corner. De Galarreta knocks it down to Fidel. It's in for Perez, and he's played it into the box. Oh, they can't get away, Forest here. Here's Fidel. Come on, 2-0 right now would be lovely. Matty James, great ball. Fidel with the shot. Henderson with the save. Another good move on the edge of the box. And the corner goes in now. We are dominating. Look, we've had 2/3 of the ball now. We're getting all the shots on goal here. Ayosi Perez forward for Fidel. Oh, and he tried to slip it through. But we've got another corner. This is good stuff, lads. Come on. This is going well. This is going pretty well. It has to be said. Worrell clears away. Back with Pritchard. Plays it into Matty James, helped on, and Fidel with the volley! Oh, what a goal from Huddersfield Town. That is absolutely superb. That, I'm going to say, is going to be my goal of the season. I don't think I'm going to see a better one than that. Whether it gets picked in game or not, I don't know. But just look at this little move. Absolutely sensational. And what a finish from the Spaniard. That, yeah, wow. What a goal. That was worth 7 weeks without a video, wasn't it? Here are Forest though. Can they get back into it before the break? Cash, Ayosi Perez does well, and referees waved play on. Perez was tripped, but here's James Wilson coming away down the left. He's got Pritchard desperately trying to get into the box, and Forest deal with it well. It's thumped forward by Henderson, but Callas comes forward. Oh, and we are under pressure again now. Here's Asano. He's waltzed through, and he's a poor finish. Henderson thumping a goal kick long. Callas wins the header though. He has been dominant today. James Wilson now. Going out to the left. We've got players in the box. It's another poor cross from Wilson. But De Galarreta to James. Oh, and that's a poor pass from Matty James. But Williams has it, and De Galarreta, we come again. James, Ayosi Perez, Pritchard. Lifted it forward for Fidel with the header, and not really sure what he was doing there. Was it a shot? Was he trying to head it back across for James Wilson? It was straight into the keeper's hands anyway. The corner there has been cleared. And Asano can bring it away for Forest. Crosses halfway. He's holding it up really well. Players getting forward into support now. Darikwa. Oh, he's passed the challenge. Playing it around nicely. And Asano's gone for goal. And Fernandez holds well. Slattery looking to play Asano in, but Jose Matos on the cover. Matty James now in the middle of the park. De Galarreta to Ayosi Perez. James Wilson. We've got Pritchard making the run. He's gone out wide to Joe Riley. Here's Perez again. De Galarreta. Fidel. This is superb stuff. It really is. They have saved a performance for you guys here. And James Wilson gets his second. And Huddersfield Town's third. And this is turning into a rout of Nottingham Forest. 3-0. 4 minutes before the break. Is there time for another goal? This is turning into a humiliation. And Ayosi Perez with a brilliant ball through to Wilson. Caught everyone out. And Wilson finishes. Played down the right. Here's Cash. So Brighton have scored in their game. So they're... Oh, header missed. Header missed by Roshan Williams. And Fernandez bails him out. So you can see there we have got some goals going in, all for home teams. No away team has scored yet. As you can see, Brighton, Pascal Gross has scored against Wolves. So they are now back up into second. So we need Wolves to do us a favour. Here's Alex Pritchard to the byline. Cuts it across, headed away, but Matty James has it. He's got Joe Riley with him. Out to De Galarreta now in the middle of the park. Played for... Oh, it's brilliant again, and Wilson can't turn it in. Another brilliant little move. that ended with James Wilson putting it just wide. That was agonising. That would have been another spectacular goal, wouldn't it? Some of the moves we've put together have been absolutely brilliant. 65% of the possession. We've had all the shots. Cummings has fired one into the side netting. I mean, it's saying Forest have had 6 with 3 on target. I don't remember them, to be honest. But it is half-time. We are 3-0 up. Everyone else at home is winning except for Blackburn, Derby and QPR, who are all 0-0. Yet again, no away team has scored just yet. So we are going to say... I'm going to say don't let your performance drop, because when you've got a commanding lead and you say you're happy with how it's going, keep it going, you always end up with a drab second half. So hopefully that will get people focused and we can go out there and we can get some more goals, because I would really love to put Forest to the sword here. Sorry, Forest fans, but we haven't scored for a couple of games. We've been out of form a little bit as Cummings plays it through. It's a great hit, but it's just wide. Thought it was offside there. So we've not been in brilliant form, so I want a really big commanding victory here. As the ball is played in, it's a brilliant save. Fidel pulls it back. Wilson denied his hat-trick. What a double save from Henderson. That was absolutely sensational from the Forest keeper. How did we not go 4-0 up there? That was, for all the world, a goal. Joe Riley will take this throw. We've got a double substitution pending, and it is our midfield duo of Inigo Ruiz de Galarreta and Matty James going off. Phil Billing and Josh Onoma are coming on for those guys whenever the game allows that to happen. As we have the ball with Oye Fernandez played forward to Riley, Williams, de Galarreta, Ayose Perez. We just look so good in possession as we give the ball away midfield. Curse of the commentator. Cummings has done well. It's a good ball into Asano. Oh, and it's a bit of a howler from Oye Fernandez. And Takuma Asano has scored at the second attempt. We see it here. Cummings, it's a good little run. It goes past his man. It's a brilliant ball in. And it kind of hit Fernandez in the face, didn't it? Came back to Asano. That's a bit of a fail. Henderson with the long pumping goal kick. Matos wins the header. Here's Phil Billing into Josh Onoma, our 2 substitutes. Ayose Perez spreads it out to Alex Pritchard. Not done an awful lot in the game. Can he change that here? It's a looping cross. It drops for Onoma and Fidel, and smuggled wide by Henderson. We've had a few like that today. Henderson has just got everything in the way of our shots. For the most part, he's made some stunning saves. If Forest managed to rescue something out of this game, he should get the keys to the city. He has been absolutely brilliant. That double save, especially in the... that was a good ball across. Yeah, that double save he made earlier on in the match was just outrageous, wasn't it? And Nottingham Forest actually become the first away team to score in the Championship. Phil Billing forward to Ayose Perez. So Fidel will be coming off soon. We're going to bring on Dimitri Mitchell as Pritchard. Oh, he scuffed that shot, didn't he, in the rain. So we've got a demand more shout out going through. We've got Dimitri Mitchell on for Fidel, as you can see. Pritchard fires the free kick over. Those stats are very misleading. Forest with 10 shots. I can't remember that. Only 4 of them long as well. So don't really remember them getting through, but they've had 2 clear-cut chances and 3 half chances, which is as much as we've created in terms of chances. I don't remember too many of them, to be honest. Here's Pritchard with a poor cross. Could have been awkward for the keeper in the rain. It hasn't stopped lashing down all match, has it? Henderson kicks it upfield. If you have come back to the series for this video, thank you so much. Again, I can only apologise for not getting more videos out in the last few weeks. I've got so many ideas bouncing around in my head. I already know who my series is going to be with FM19, so stick around for a video about that. I really need to get back into the mindset of doing regular videos, because it is easy to talk yourself out of them, especially during the World Cup when there was football on all day, every day. It's not good for a YouTuber. You have to really make sacrifices and miss games. As it goes, I'm recording this while England are playing Switzerland, funnily enough. Talking of missing games. Probably not missing a lot, though, as that is a horrible shot, isn't it? That was high even for a rugby kick. It looks like we're going to win the game. It looks like we're disappointingly going to lose the second half, which is very disappointing. On the whole, it's been a brilliant performance. On another day, we could have had 5, 6, 7 goals quite easily. Their keeper has been their best player, without doubt. But of course, because they've scored a goal, it doesn't show that, does it? As Pritchard fires another free kick off target, probably going to be the last highlight of the match. But we are back. We've got some goals. We've got some points. We maintain our stronghold at the top as... Callas pushed over Asano there. It doesn't get a card. He was last man, wasn't he? He was in. Strange one. Here's Fuentes. Are they going to get a second goal? Play back to the edge of the box. Brown, shot charged down by Onoma. Joe Riley, I think we're going to ride this out. Here's Ayosi Perez. Maybe we can get a fourth here. Ayosi Perez, a fourth would not be flattering, but the referee brings an end to proceedings and we do win 3-1. Little disappointed with the second half. Got to be delighted with the win in general, though. Do you know what? That is exactly what I was looking for. That was a real Jekyll and Hyde performance. The first half was excellent. Second half, not so good. But we got the points. It is a win that keeps us top and keeps us 4 points clear. Brighton did get the win in the end as well. Nottingham Forest, you can see, do not drop into the bottom 3 with that defeat. But it's getting increasingly precarious for them, isn't it? So we are now 16 points above Preston. The games are slowly ticking away. We've got 14 left. If we have a look at last season, 84 points were what Fulham and Leeds both got to finish first and second and go up. So looking at that, we only need... Certainly, I wouldn't have thought we'd need any more than that. Because if we face it, West Brom, even if they won every game, could only get up to 97. And you're not going to win 14 games in a row in the Championship. It's just not going to happen. It's such a hard division. It's starting to look really good. We're 11 points above West Brom. Reading can, of course, go back up to third with a win if they win their game. But yeah, it was so good. If we go back to our schedule, so good to get some goals on the board. So good to get some points on the board. A bit more confidence as we go away to Birmingham next, who are in the relegation zone. Then we've got Bolton at home as well, who are not the relegation zone, are they? But 19th and 20th. Shrewsbury are rock bottom. Middlesbrough 11th. Hull 16th. Millwall 23rd. And then our next live com will be at Hillsborough. But it will be the return. We had a 1-0 win against them, didn't we, in the first match. It was a poor game, but we got the win. But that will be episode 19, our trip to Hillsborough. And I just said, you're not likely to win 14 games in a row. But if we weren't at least unbeaten from those next half dozen games going into the Sheffield Wednesday game, I would be really, really disappointed. I know they're all scrapping for their lives and for every point. But they're 6 really winnable games, aren't they? We should be looking at least 4 wins and a couple of draws, I think, out of those. But anyway, guys, as I said, thank you so much for sticking with me. I've somehow managed to creep over 500 subscribers while I haven't been recording. So if you're one of the new guys, thank you very much. If you're one of my regulars are back watching, jump back in the comments and let me know how you think things are going. And yeah, we're going to be doing Sheffield Wednesday, and then it's going to be, after that, episode 20 will be whichever game gets us promoted, I guess. There should be a promotion party very soon on the channel. Thank you very much for watching, guys. It's so good to be back. I'll see you very soon for the next episode. Bye-bye.